we begin to untangle the tower. So, oh, right, I need to post links places. Doke. I am ready to start. Oh, well, hello. I have people here. Alright, start game. Continue.
That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small dragon.
Alright.
Yeah, I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
You
You
used
used to
colors.
like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors. Let's take a closer look at this.
Oh, yeah, there we
The
go.
pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
That is not me.
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it. You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up? And then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Doesn't like the way that she looked.
Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
passage of time is a powerful thing.
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
Alright.
A chalkboard.
Is this a library or a class?
Gonna snip this. Because this matches with something in the garden.
I'm not sure I learned anything from that.
Just gonna pop these into view chat once I've got them.
A little chart of, actually, I have no idea what it's about.
I'm pretty sure these are connected. So I might be incorrect.
What do you make of it?
Not a whole lot. A wooden trunk that opens up into a full desk.
I want one.
We already solved it.
Half the room is a big
I
open...
don't know if you can call it an open window. It's more like the sudden absence of wall.
Hi, Arya.
Every astronomy tower needs a telescope.
I want to try.
You can see right into Flora's room.
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. Behind her is the backside of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from this angle. You can see right into...
Not by
I can
accident.
see Flora. Behind her is the backside. I can't really see anything behind it.
Is that a window?
I think it is.
Is there another room above Flora's room?
We should check that next time we're over there. Isn't this supposed to be an astronomy telescope? I'm pretty sure you need to see the sky for astronomy to work.
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
Okay, so there are extra details that I need to interact with. Ooh.
It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
You know, there's a name for that.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
What is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something. Just dusty junk.
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
You know, maybe I won't open it.
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky attic boring you?
Kinda. It's ajar. The head screws off.
Huh. Just dusty junk.
At least the moths are kept well fed. Someone painted out the window.
Do you think it was done recently?
No idea.
Currently working on.
Either way, it's
finishing
pretty
this game
suspicious.
while I wait for a friend to stream more Chapter 5 of Delta Root for us, the two that are in chat currently. Okay. Let's go through our things. Hello. Well, I'm very glad that you've, figured out what's going on with your computer.
You figured out why so many items are cracked in this mystery?
I'm pretty sure I have. The
Yeah.
issue is I don't have, like, a great way of proving it. And I'm pretty sure I just didn't click on the right stuff. I'm also...
Well, I mean, the thing I noticed just as I was getting back is that all the paint things are cracked that were up in the tower, but
Yes.
not any of the ones that were down in the paint room, even the
Oh.
one that was the paint that was hers.
So, the thing to note is that those two probably got swapped ahead of time.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking happened is that whatever was in this egg has something to do with... I'm clicking the wrong fucking button. It has to do with, give me 1 sec. It has to do with this. 95 decibel, they heard a weird sound. It cracked a couple things, and there's a couple things cracked throughout the rest of the house.
Yeah, because they did mention hearing a weird sound from down in the garden.
And I know for a fact that this gramophone got cracked at least recently, because the tape, at least as far as Poppy has said, is new.
A fellow bird enthusiast. She's quite the expert,
Okay,
truth
so
be told.
I can actually ask
Studied
them
them
about everything.
professionally at one point. I think her father taught her.
Are you friends with Flora?
A little bit.
A little bit friends.
She's one for the peace and quiet. I dare say I'm a little too loud for her.
I can see that.
I do admire her, though, really. Always felt like she could have done better than settle for Felix.
Ouch.
I said it. I must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retreated into. People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves. Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable. She mostly ignores me, if I'm honest.
How come?
Well, we're not quite on the same intellectual level.
Oh. I mean, you don't need to.
No, it's quite all right. I'm comfortable with it. She's a most unsavory little.
Her bird
She was
wings are
incredibly
interesting.
rude about my appearance.
Which part? The giant bird arms, or.
If I were her, I'd go easy on the judgment of others. I mean, look at her. She looks like the ghost of a scarecrow. I just wish Uncle Pointer would tell her to behave herself.
Professor
Oh.
Pointer? Why him?
Oh, it was Uncle that called her in. She's his
Okay.
responsibility. Did you not know that?
That's actually really useful.
She'd sit in the aviary, first thing in the morning, and paint
So
the
the
birds.
Uncle
Sometimes
Pointer
she
is the
asked
one
their
that
names.
brought in the
Freya was
detective.
interested in
Yes.
studying bird species too?
No, just wanted to know their names. Isabelle, Clementine, Myrtle, Lysandre, Genevieve.
Got it, thanks.
For my 21st birthday, she gave me a framed painting. All the birds from a single spring, with their names written underneath. I can't begin to tell you how much I've treasured it.
Sounds like you two were close.
I feel like I always struggled to articulate my admiration for her, but she had a way of understanding unspoken things. Isn't he
I really don't
strapping?
think it's her.
He is. Big.
And so brooding.
Kinda sulky, yeah.
I can never tell what's going on in that beautiful head of his.
It just sounds like you don't know him very well.
I don't remember asking for your input.
I have a feeling I know what's gonna happen because I have an achievement that I've got to get.
Can't say I've ever taken an
What's the achievement you
interest in
gotta get?
Uncle's astronomy.
Uh,
On occasion, I've dared to
it's
visit
my
him in
case
his
file.
tower, but I always regret it.
I have a feeling that
just
it's
a
gonna
little
be
too
the
abstract
it's
for
my
me.
badge.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you know the sun is apparently over 400,000
Well, I don't know what that
miles
means.
wide?
Uh,
Okay, so
Case attorney.
what should I do with
You
that
can show your
information?
badge
How
at
does it
every
help
possible
me?
interaction.
Don't look at me. You're the one who memorized it.
Let me very quickly share. Just so you don't have to listen to my voice while we're doing this.
Oh, she's beautiful. Who is she? Wait, is
My
that
badge.
is that
These are all-
me?
Ah,
Oh, did you talk to Poppy already?
Yeah, a little bit.
And did you make any notes of what she told you?
Yeah, I did.
Lovely. Burn them. It'll all be lies.
Why would Poppy lie to us?
Because that's what she does. She's a snake. Looks like one, too.
Don't you think you're being a little unfair, Penny?
She started it. You know, it's probably quite impressive. To a visitor, fresh eyes and all that.
Not to you?
Try living in it for 20 years. The sheen wears off. If it wasn't for my fits, I'd have little reason to stay.
What about inheritance? You're the next oldest pointer after your uncle, aren't you?
Well, thank you very much for phrasing it like that. But no, any money left in the Pointer family will pass down directly to Poppy.
Is that fair?
I couldn't care less, to be perfectly honest. Finally! I get to see a detective's case file.
That's a very specific thing to be excited about.
Well, only last week I asked that miserable Hawkshaw woman if I could see her case notes.
I'm guessing she said no.
Would have been much more polite if she had just said no. Instead, she was quite rude to me. Accused me of being, what was it? A shallow sensationalist.
oh no, definitely wouldn't accuse you of being that.
Goodness me. Poppy really doesn't take care of her belongings, does she?
It wasn't in Poppy's room. It was in the little pond in the garden.
Exactly! Hardly the place for it. I'm sure I've read about this creature somewhere. Don't remember anything about him playing the harp, though. I doubt Freya intended it, but the overall effect is
Oh.
a little unsettling. Don't you think? It's
know what's
Flora
right.
that's the problem.
I know
She's
the
an
answer to that puzzle.
inescapably haunting presence, bless her.
I just figured out the answer to the harp puzzle.
Freya doesn't take very
Yeah.
good care of her pains, does she? But then she was always rather bohemian, had her own priorities. Oh, that's rather sad. Poppy's gramophone. She's had it for a long time. As a young child, she'd call it her mama phone, on account of it belonging to her mother.
That's cute.
Oh yes, adorable.
So that is Poppy's as well. That's interesting.
How terrible.
You recognize it?
The color scheme. 3 different pinks. Obscene. Gaudy old thing, isn't it? Flora seems very fond of it. I've never understood why. But then I could say the same thing about her husband.
Heyo!
Okay.
A bit vain to carve wooden figurines of oneself, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken, that little red and white one is supposed to be a bird of some kind. I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but it's a little much for me. I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad for Freya. I think she was more troubled than we knew. Freya was very talented, even at that age.
Do you know how old this photo is?
Not sure. Must be a couple of years at least. Sometime before Fiona settled on her current style. Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them. Even this one of...
Yes. Somebody taking an interest in extinct animals.
Extinct.
Oh, yes. The book is very old.
I like
Most
her
of the
though.
birds in it
She's
are long
fun.
gone.
Well, what about
Yeah.
this bird, though? The ink dip.
This one, well, was thought to be extinct for a long time. Then one was found here at Tangle Tower.
So it's not extinct.
You misunderstand. It was the last one. The very last.
Oh.
Ooh, a secret diary.
That's our guess, too.
Excellent.
Okay, sensationalist.
I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna be honest. This and Starseeker are like some of the absolute best. Just they have so much dialogue for each individual item.
Ooh, delightful.
Yeah.
More of a gemstone than a fruit, isn't it?
Inedible, too, I think.
Yes. At one point, I thought Fitz might be growing them to sell them. But honestly, I think he just likes the way they look. Haven't seen this one in a while. He lives in the music room, doesn't he?
Currently.
I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, of course. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
Do they have names?
Of course! Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
I've already forgotten all 3 of those names.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest, Tabitha is the most patient, and Tamara has the best sense of rhythm.
That's
Glad we cleared
not
that up.
helpful.
What about the one on your head?
On my head? He's just my hat. He doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
So it's not a bird, it's just a hat.
Insects myself. Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say I. Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby little things like this.
Noted.
Oh, did Fitz show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right. Yes, it's my, my flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much
Fuck you.
easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
Between you and me, I think it's a little vulgar. That's rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope, you'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business. I can't decide what's worse. How she looks here, or how she looks now.
Do you know who this is? In the photo?
Oh, absolutely no idea. Lovely. Oh, there used to be all kinds of birds here at Tangle Tower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be? There are birds all over the place.
Most of them are rather ordinary, I'm afraid.
What happened to the non-ordinary ones?
That is a very good question. Is that for sewing?
Maybe?
We have no idea.
Okay.
There's something about those petals we found in Penny's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
It is, yeah.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
They're from red roses, and there's only one place in Tango Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses and who they belong to.
That would be Freya's drawing.
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting at, but it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Is it really only accessible from those two bedrooms?
For most people, it would be. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you
Have your
accusing
birds
me of?
steal them.
Huh. I think it's this.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those two have been spending time
Yeah.
together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing
Hello,
a paranoid
Multiverse Collective.
wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz
Oh yes, and hi
of
again,
anything
Thorn.
like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden. Let's take a closer look at these.
Yes, hydration is important. Sweetie, be a dear and go grab me some water. Would you? Sorry, I've been recording. Yes, I shall decrease my volume. Yes, well, not the cactus at the moment.
This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
Yes, I'm very glad that you
I
found me
can't
through the
stand
tag.
it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days, but being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable
She's
little...
jealous of Poppy.
Yes, very jealous of Poppy. And thank you very much. It's nice to have other systems to talk to.
I apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
Yes, this game is very nice. I think this was fit stylistically. Alright, who do we want to go interview next? I think Uncle Pointer.
Yeah, because you know he hired the other detective.
Yes, and we also know that he's spying on Flora.
A listless soul drifting through the ether.
He's also
What's
insane.
wrong with her?
Not sure. She's always been troubled. Comes from a dysfunctional family. I'd say you could ask her about it, but I think you might find that to be a bit of a dead end. He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the
do know about
best
that.
of friends. Ah, yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will on others.
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent, that one.
You sound jealous.
I am
Wait,
now
are you
hydrated.
two science rivals?
Thank you, darling.
Oh no, we operate on very different wavelengths. Literally. Hard to read, that one, but she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
Ooh.
Yeah, I do feel I feel like this guy is a dick.
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her. But I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I begun to notice her by herself, wandering the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did. What do you want me to say? He's the gardener.
He's a member of the family.
Yeah, but not the Pointer family.
What happened to his parents, do you know?
His father, Flint, is Felix's brother. Strange man. Don't think anybody knows what happened to him, but he certainly doesn't live here anymore.
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her. She never actually married into the fellow family. Her relationship
really?
with Flint was, it was short-lived.
That's interesting. I did not know that.
I don't especially want to talk about myself. Introspection often leads to vanity.
Wait, does it?
Why don't we discuss the moons of Jupiter instead?
I'm not sure if we have time. Aren't there like 10 of them?
83.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Ah, Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
Penny's your niece, is that right?
At this moment in time, until she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world of the Pointers and join the Fellows. Like rats deserting a sinking ship.
That's a fucking wild take for your family.
My Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Because she's a suspect.
Oh no, I can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never... Well, the truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
If you don't mind me asking,
What
what happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. The playing field has never really been even since she left.
Where did she go?
Away. She went away.
Damn.
She's dead.
Which theoretically means these two could actually be blood related with the way that. No, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Because he's the one married to Flora. Okay, so this game is an Ace Attorney like, where this gal, Freya, was murdered in a very strange way. We spent all of Monday evening gathering witness statements and evidence, but now I have to go through all this evidence and talk to people about it. I'm still missing 3 pieces, I believe.
So which one is Tangle Tower?
What's that?
There are 2 towers, right? Flora's tower and your astronomy tower.
Neither? Truly, I have no idea. You'd have to ask Flora.
She named the house?
The whole thing is a result of her squabbling with her family.
With Felix, you mean? Her husband?
No, her brother and sister, and her father. The Remington family was a rather tumultuous little unit, you see. I don't think Flora has spoken with any of them in over a decade. Not exactly a wealth of information, is it?
It's enough.
Isn't the process of decay fascinating?
It's not really decaying. It's plastic.
It's becoming one with nature, all the same. A very old statue indeed. I'd recommend you leave it well alone. The poor fellow's in bad enough shape as it is.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I know how to solve the harp statue, because I found most of these guys, and I believe the instruments will show how it's supposed to be dictated.
I find that painting to be in rather bad taste.
Oh, yeah?
The knife with real blood on it? The whole thing is rather vulgar. Is this important?
Possibly.
Here's a thought. Do you suppose the paintbrush could be the murder weapon? After all, it was found at the scene, right next to Freya's body.
I guess it's possible.
Pointer property originally, purloined by the Fellows. Typical. I haven't seen that tape for a long time. Who broke it?
No idea.
Ah, well, possessions are fleeting, my friends. Curious little thing, isn't it? Do you know what she keeps in there?
Nothing. At the moment. It was empty when we opened it.
How bizarre.
Can't a woman keep an empty egg in her room?
This is supposed to be Felix, is it?
I think so.
I see he's afforded himself considerable artistic license. This looks a little rushed, even by Felix's standards.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old fellow to have a hobby. Keeps his mind from decaying, you know. Freya was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it look like to you?
To me, it's a big, red thing.
What a fascinating interpretation.
He's right, though. It is a big red thing.
Poppy's two closest friends. Freya looks so innocent there.
That's a weird way of saying that. Like, you know, if he isn't involved in the murder, that's a weird ass way of saying that.
These were drawn by Freya? She must have drawn that one of Hawkshaw rather recently.
I guess.
That's a very old book, isn't it? Looks like someone could have taken better care of it.
I like the look of a well-read book. Better than one that's never been opened.
Ah, well put. A diary can be a wonderful outlet for an outpouring of one's soul.
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't, but it does look like a diary.
Interesting.
What's this?
It looks like it might be a telescope. Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see. It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
Fitz seems rather keen to grow things like this in his greenhouse, doesn't he?
What's wrong with that?
Well, you can't eat it. Makes you wonder why he bothers at all. Curious creature, isn't it? Some sort of amphibious bipedal fishman.
Playing a trumpet.
Playing a trumpet, yes. That's rather a small cage for 3 birds, isn't it? But then, aren't we all trapped in a cage?
I have no idea how to feel about this man.
So, we found some research. What's up with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't help you, I'm afraid. I think it must be something left behind by a previous inhabitant of Tangle Tower. I'm not the first scientist to ever walk these halls, you know.
Well, it wasn't in the halls. It was in your astronomy tower.
Oh, you found a murder weapon?
Steady on. It's just a gardening trowel.
Looks like a weapon to me. What kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only one of its kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. Best in
Yes.
the field.
The man's
That's a
about to
flower
start
joke,
screaming about the
but
hat
she
man.
was.
Interesting.
Well now, that is most definitely none of my business. Quite possibly none of yours either.
It's a joke about taking too much Benadryl.
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
Who?
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either. I've seen those earmuffs before. They're the ones Fitz always wears when he's out the front gardening.
Always wears?
Whenever I've seen him, yes.
He's top of my
I think
suspect
you may wish
list.
to adjust your threshold of what you consider to be a clue. What's this? Is it a clue?
We don't actually know. But Grimoire picked it up, so now he has to pretend it is.
That's how it works.
Okay, wondrous.
There's something about Pointer's astronomy habits. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Alright.
So, Professor, what interests you about astronomy exactly?
It's not a matter of being interested. Once you expand your mind to the wider universe, it cannot be unexpanded.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you been an astronomer?
I really don't like to give exact values unless I'm sure I can quantify them.
Convenient.
Why do you ask me these things?
I have a theory about you, Professor.
Oh? Go on.
You're not really interested in astronomy at all.
You're not really interested in astronomy at all.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I think you're interested in a slightly different field of research.
Well, I mean, he had the insect note on him, but I don't know how to go about proving that.
I don't have time for tiny, insignificant insects. My studies focus only on the inconceivably large and the unimaginably far away.
Yeah, that's...
Right. That's why you like using your telescope so much.
Yes, naturally. My little portal into another world.
Yeah, about that.
No, the resident ornithologist is, Penelope.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
First, you accuse me of being a lowly entomologist. Now you're accusing me of, what, spying?
Are you spying?
Why would I need to spy on Flora?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen, and it's made you paranoid. You think somebody stole it from you.
Might not have been Flora you were spying on. Might have been Freya.
It's a very precious specimen, incredibly rare, valuable in ways you could never understand. Freya was always sneaking around, both towers and in the gardens too. She was definitely up to something.
Oh.
So, this next question is important. You were looking to Flora's room around the time of the murder. Did you witness the crime, Professor?
No, I didn't. When I looked into the room, Flora was already lying on the floor.
Flora? You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was lying by the window.
Oh.
I couldn't see Freya at all. It was fairly dark. The telescope isn't at a very good angle. That's why I decided to head over there myself. I needed to know what was going on.
This changes your statement, doesn't it?
No, everything I told you in my statement was true.
Apart from the reason you left your tower in the first place.
Right.
Okay, that's why he... See, that was one of the things that was... It wasn't really nagging at me the way it probably should have, but it makes sense as to why he headed off Hawkshaw, and talked to Penelope. Or, well, Penelope saw him. Okay, so at this point, I really do think it's not these three. She had the least amount of reaction time. If he's telling the truth, he witnessed the he witnessed the aftermath. Poppy would have been with Fitz, so if I don't think it's Poppy, it's probably not Fitz. Hawkshaw would have been in the library, she would have been in her room. It really is turning into, do I believe her, or do I believe Fitz? Or Fritz? Because the one bit that didn't get recollected, that I really, really wish was, like, called out more once I got all the statements is, believing this room was a calm set of footsteps, and then a panicked one. But everyone else agrees that Poppy, Fitz broke down the door, Poppy saw the body, ran down, but that wouldn't have accounted for two sets of footsteps. In addition, you would have had the calm steps, then these guys rush up, and then come back
I might
down.
be done.
Ah, hello.
Hello. I didn't realize you guys were in this.
Yes.
Out of a morbid curiosity, I booted up my weird route file, and it was immediately different, so I backed out because I was scared.
Okay. Well, that's panic. That's panic-inducing.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I want to at the very least finish interrogating everybody, and then
That's fine.
I can leave the stream and.
Yeah,
Yes,
I don't want to interrupt your stream.
I've been asked to hydrate again.
The hydrator.
Is the value on Rouse a different altar too high? Because I can lower that. Anyways, back to interrogating people.
Needless noise from tongues expel, unless within the mouth they dwell. The spoken word, unfit for dealing with the shifting form of feeling. Stand unblinking in the face of taciturn and soundless space.
Okay.
Foregone drifter, holding fast. Days as shadow seeker past. Is it bravery or surrender? Accepting that your world will render nothing darker than the gloom. Some four walls make round a room.
I believe I'm about to get an achievement.
Between the lips a silver spoon, a story written all too soon. The chosen dwelling of her heart,
Yeah, it's
unjustly
pretty
chosen
accurate
to
summary
depart.
of her.
Lost her liberation lays in the center of a maze. With surging tide, the waves are thrown, an entity of all its own. But on its surface you may see, reflected in the waters be, the orchestrator, pale and still, pulling strings, enacting will. Hard of head, but free of mind, unimprisoned, unconfined. With starry eyes, she sees beyond, behind our walls, beneath our pond. A soul untied, it's hers, it's free. Was then, is now, will ever be. Softly does the flower grow, all in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way. Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tether, slowly fraying, floating helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet. Feathers flashing in the light from a
Least
sunbeam
helpful
gleaming bright.
conversation so
You
far.
shield my eyes and turn my head, but all at once I've been misled. Light is shining on the stage, but through the railings of a cage. That's me. I'm on a list of murder suspects. Always thought that would be kinda cool, but it's just tedious.
Falls a little short, doesn't it?
So there are two families living in Tangle Tower?
Mm-hmm. 3 pointers and 5 fellows. 4 fellows.
What's the connection between them?
There isn't one. Not really. It was all built by the Remington family. Flora is a Remington, originally. So was Primrose, my mother. She married into the Pointers, and Flora married into the Fellows.
So the Fellows and the Pointers own the house now?
Flora owns the house. Depending on who you ask, that means her husband Felix owns it too.
What about your father?
His claim over the house kind of fell apart after my mother left.
Where's your mother now?
No idea.
Oh.
There's something I noticed about Freya's knife wound.
Hit me.
From what we could tell, the blade went in at an exact right angle, perpendicular to Freya's body. And there's
Oh.
only one small pool of blood. Nothing on Freya's hands, or anywhere else. The whole thing is just a little too peaceful. This is
That's
mine.
interesting.
Really?
No, well, yes, it was. I gave it to Freya about a year ago.
What was on it?
Nothing. It was blank. Freya said she wanted to record something.
Any idea how it ended up underwater?
Maybe someone wanted to destroy it, but got really lazy.
What do you make of this statue?
I know that's the only harp in the whole of Tangle Tower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
Oh, definitely. You see how old this statue is?
What about the symbols? One of them looks like piano keys.
Yeah, weird. When I first saw it, I thought it looked like Flora was holding a knife, with blood on the tip.
You don't think that anymore?
No, it was a stupid thing to say. The room was dark. I was in shock. I'm just an idiot.
But it was blood on the tip. If you hadn't said anything, maybe Fifi wouldn't have checked.
Exactly. It's stupid.
But we would have missed out on an important clue.
Is it a clue? Really? Tell me how it's a clue. Tell me how it helps. Nothing about the knife makes any sense. It's just freaking everyone out. Wish I'd never said anything.
It's a good point. It'd be weird if she was holding a knife.
It almost looks like a feather.
Yeah.
Why is the glass cracked down one side?
Natural wear and tear, maybe?
No way. Freya took good care of her stuff.
Yeah, agreed.
Freya would always load up the palette with all the exact colors she was gonna need. I think it helped her zone out and focus on the actual painting itself.
So
Like
she
getting
was
all your sheet
intending for
music
there to be
lined up
red.
before playing a long piece.
Right. So the blob of black paint in the middle, that was for painting Flora?
Flora's dress, yeah. She wears even more black than I do.
Okay, so yeah, she was giving herself like as much of the color she was going
It
to
was
use.
my mother's originally.
So why is it up in Flora's room?
She just gets the most use out of it. Freya would borrow it too sometimes.
Does this belong to you, Poppy?
Now that's not really my style, is it?
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody? What was inside?
Nothing.
Huh. Whose paints are those?
They belong to Felix, I think.
Is that supposed to be Flora?
Possibly.
Oh. How nice. I think everybody sees something different.
Did Freya ever tell you what she saw in it?
Not exactly. She said something about it being from a recurring nightmare.
Sorry, but if it was from a nightmare, why would you paint it and leave it in front of your bed?
Maybe she wanted to take control of it. Giving something a physical form can make it easier to deal with. Well, sometimes.
That's true.
Probably
Okay.
gonna dip out a call
This is
for
a
now.
photo of
Just
Fifi
I don't
and
want to
Freya,
interrupt your
right?
guys' stream.
Understandable.
Yeah,
How come you're not in it? You're friends with them too, aren't you?
I'm not really one for
I
photographs.
will see you all around though.
See ya.
Well, I assume that me and you are gonna go to a call.
Oh yeah, we'll both go to the
Fifi's
call.
loyalty to Freya is unshakable.
Alright, see you later.
Detectiving mask.
See ya.
Hey, that's me. Not a bad likeness.
It looks like you're standing in a rose bush.
Is there something wrong with
Yes,
that?
they're going back to playing
That
Delta
belongs
Room.
to Flora,
I'll see
I
about
think.
joining them later.
Is that Fifi's diary? I'm sure I've seen it in her room before.
That's where we found it.
Have you ever read it? Do you know what's written in there?
Nope. I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me invading her privacy.
I thought you and Fifi were close friends.
Yeah, we are. It's just Fifi's gotten kinda impatient with me recently.
Do you know why?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure she'd tell you if you asked.
Oh, she would. She'd give it to me straight. Probably why I've been avoiding it. Did you find that in Fifi's room?
No? Should we have?
No, it's just... It looks like something she'd use, don't you think? Oh, you've been to the greenhouse? What did you think?
Impressive, I guess. but kind of unsettling with Fitz lurking in the shadows the whole time.
Yeah, he does that. Don't look at me. I didn't break it.
Does anybody else use the music room?
Yes. I don't know who, but I can tell when somebody else has touched the piano. I think it's kind of cruel to keep 3 birds in one cage like that.
Does Penny not let them out to fly?
Oh,
Oh.
she does. She must do. But I don't think they're allowed to go far. Penny can be a little protective.
Okay.
You get some weird insects around here. But
I
I've
think
never
I know
seen
what
one
I'm
like
supposed
that.
to do.
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya might have. She used to keep beetles in a box in her room.
Why?
For fun, obviously. Is that a gardening trowel?
Yeah, I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Huh. Never seen him use it. Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No, we found it in Penny's room.
Right. Those petals.
What about them?
It's nothing. They're just unusual. I don't know what that is.
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me.
Do you know where those earmuffs came from?
I put them there.
Why?
I found them lying around. I think they belong to Fitz. I put them on the statue so he'd see them. I thought they looked like headphones, like he's in the recording studio with his guitar. No?
If they do belong to Fitz, he hasn't taken them back yet. When did you find them?
This morning.
Where?
I don't know, in a hallway. I can't remember exactly. I see a lot of birds up in the rooftop garden. They seem to really like it up there.
Why's that?
It's quiet. Where did you find this?
It was in the attic.
Oh, huh. I forgot we even had an attic.
Okay. Yep, there we go. I listened to her poetry. Alright. If I'm thinking about this correctly, the trumpeter should have been up in here because it has a crack in it. You got the loot up in here.
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
Let's come back later.
Wait, but I should be able to. Can I not click on? Hold on.
I'm still not
Should we take another look?
Let's come back later.
Huh.
Should we ring the doorbell?
Why would we not? It's a little melody. Do you think he'll start to move if we try to go inside?
No, I think he'll just silently judge us. Ah, there's a heart engraved in the tree. I didn't know people actually did that.
PPFF.
Okay, I guess I don't know how to do that puzzle. Let's talk to Hawkshaw.
There's a metal plaque
Is
on
there a message engraved on it?
I think there was at one point, but someone scratched it off.
Quite the stoic statue, isn't she? I can only dream of being as cold and indifferent as Flora Fellow.
You think she's hiding something?
Perhaps. She has some strange habits. I heard she barely sleeps, an hour here or there, sporadically. Spends the rest of her time staring up at the sky. Did you get anything useful out of him?
Not sure. What about you?
Nothing worth committing to paper.
I think he knows more than he lets on.
Probably. But talking with him is so tedious. Considerably intelligent, and her powers of observation are enviable. But she has no ambition, no focus.
In her defense, she's still a teenager.
Barely. 314 cases solved. 314. Freya Fellow is of great interest to me. I perceived her to be the most intelligent individual here at Tangle Tower. Within a day, she had identified for whom I was working and for what I was searching. I didn't know how she did it. I was impressed. I regret that I did not question her more thoroughly when I had the opportunity.
You couldn't have known she was about to be killed, though.
I have only myself to blame for failing to perceive the signs.
What signs?
I do not wish to do your job for you, Detective. I'll say this, he's well suited to physical labor.
That's a nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the greenhouse, but I heard he's been breeding experimental flowers in secret.
Whoa, scandal.
I just wonder if he's getting restless. Professor Pointer's a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself. What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
I find her rather embarrassing. Little more than a spoiled child.
Penny must be at least 25.
27. Just makes it worse.
Just makes it
Poppy
worse.
has remarkable musical talent. She could be famous, wealthy even, if she wanted to.
She'd probably have to leave Tangle Tower first.
Quite. Tangle Tower. No idea why they insist on calling it that. It's not even a tower. It's little more than a pair of turrets stuck on either side of a mansion.
Have you searched the whole place?
I believe so. Why?
He wants to know if you found any secret rooms.
Huh. I'm afraid the residents of Tangle Tower are far too ordinary for anything like that. I was
Oh,
disappointed
you didn't find the attic.
too. You truly consider this a case file?
What's wrong with it?
No organization, no system.
That's my style. I like seeing everything laid out at once. Yeah, it helps me think.
How quaint. Where'd you dig that up?
It wasn't buried. It was underwater.
Someone trying to conceal evidence, perhaps? Have you deciphered the meaning of those 4 symbols on the harp?
We're working on it.
That's a no, then. Makes quite an impression, doesn't it? Although I can't imagine why she painted Flora wielding a knife.
You didn't see a knife anywhere in Flora's room, did you?
I did not. I conclude whatever stabbed Freya must have been brought into the room from outside. Unless, of course, it was the painting itself.
Surely you don't believe in that kind of thing.
A detective's job is to examine every avenue of thinking. Paints?
Yep.
Paints.
Mm-hmm.
The paint is still wet.
Yeah, well, we know Freya was in the middle of painting when she was killed.
Do you know that? How? Because you were told? A somewhat cumbersome device, and an altogether inefficient way to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
I believe that was in Flora's room yesterday, but it was not cracked when I saw it last.
Ooh. Alright, yeah. So,
You got it open.
Beetle.
I'm impressed. I managed it myself yesterday. I thought Flora might be hiding something in there.
It was empty yesterday, too.
It was. Perhaps it's always been empty.
Oh, that's a crock of bullshit right there.
I'd tell him not to quit his day job, but he hasn't got one, has he? These figurines remind me of a case I once solved involving a possessed doll. Turned out to be a bit of a smokescreen, as these things often do.
Your life sounds fun. Grimoire, why don't we ever have fun adventures like that?
Are we not having a fun adventure right at this very moment?
I admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone even liked it enough to take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why they took the photograph, do we? Perhaps they just wanted it for reference. A photograph of Freya could be important.
When did Freya draw the picture of you, Hawkshaw?
I didn't model for her, if that's what you're asking. She must have done it without my permission.
Could just be from memory. It's not quite as detailed as the others anyway.
A
That's a
book
good
from the
point.
library. One of hundreds, no doubt. What makes this one special?
It's about birds.
Yes, I see that. A diary. Have you read it?
Not yet. It's locked.
And you haven't attempted to force it open?
That would be cheating. This belongs to you, Hawkshaw?
Correct.
Cheating to open
And,
the evidence properly.
What is it?
It's my handheld microscope for up-close investigation work.
What do you magnify with it?
Trace particles, dust, oils, clothing fibers.
Have you used it here at Tangle Tower?
I have. I used it to examine the greenhouse only 2 days ago.
What were you looking for?
That is between myself and my client. The people here are surprisingly materialistic, considering how sheltered they are.
Materialistic?
Growing this fruit simply because it produces a gemstone-like material. For what possible purpose, other than financial gain?
You're speculating.
What would you do, Grimoire, if you could grow valuable stones straight from the earth? Some breed of amphibious humanoid, potentially bipedal, although none of the statues show the creature's feet.
I guess we'll never know.
3 birds, 1 cage. What makes them worth keeping cooped up, I wonder? Would they not be happier flying free?
But then they might fly away from Tangle Tower entirely.
I wonder if they would. Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it?
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them.
Okay, you're testy
This
about
is a
that.
potential murder weapon, is it not?
I don't know. I don't think the murderer would leave the murder weapon just lying around.
I think you'd be surprised as to what people leave lying around.
Also true.
And you consider that important evidence, do you? These people really are ridiculous, aren't they? Who's that?
Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so far.
Strange. One of 3 statues depicting the same creature. This one is wearing headphones. Perhaps they belong to someone who likes music.
They're not headphones. They're earmuffs. For blocking out sound.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't like music.
That's a very good reversal.
Do you also have a pile of leaves as a clue?
Well, not yet. Did you see some suspicious leaves?
What is that?
I'm not sure. It looks like it attaches to something else.
Why don't you go back and double-check the area you found it? Maybe you'll find the rest of the something else.
I'm not so sure about that.
A giant glowing gemstone full of plants.
AKA a greenhouse. A little bridge leading back to the gardens.
Alright.
I like Flora. I hope she's all right.
Do you think she had anything to do with the murder?
There's no way. She wouldn't willingly cause any additional suffering for anyone. Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
Fifi doesn't like me.
What did you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know. She questioned me.
About what?
My work, the plants, bit of everything.
Did she search the greenhouse?
No, she didn't.
You sure? Maybe she did it when you weren't in there.
No, she hasn't touched it.
How can you tell?
Trust me, I can tell. She was always kind to me. She'd come into the greenhouse when I was working, sometimes
Yeah,
by
I bet.
herself, sometimes with Poppy. I think they were just bored at first. Eventually, they started asking questions.
About what?
Poppy wanted to learn about flowers. Freya, she used to ask me about the insects.
Insects?
One of my jobs is to protect plants from things that might eat them. Freya brought me this little glass box, leaves and twigs inside. She'd say, put all the troublemakers in there. Every day I'd put a handful of beetles and other things in the box. Then she'd come along and take it away. I didn't really understand her, but she was always kind.
Okay, so Freya
Have you met this guy, Fitz?
likes-
Shifty eyes, doesn't say a lot. Totally
Well,
suspicious, if you ask me.
That's me.
Yeah, it was a joke. I was joking.
Oh, I see.
I imagine you don't visit the astronomy tower too often, do you?
No, but I still see Pointer, sometimes. He's always curious about what I'm growing in the greenhouse. Asks me about the birds, too, and insects. He's pretty clued up on his evolutionary biology.
I didn't think there was much overlap
No,
between astronomy
that's-
and biology.
Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's... well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing recently?
Thank you for warning me about
Good.
the advertisement.
It's
Let me
good.
know when we were back. Waiting on ads to finish. Waiting on ads to finish. There's a bit of a delay, so I'll still be singing this song by the time you message. I think. Let's see. It'd be really nice if I actually got alerted when ads showed up.
Poppy and I are friends.
Oh, I can buy that. Dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong?
Let's
This
ask
painting
the questions
gives you a pretty good idea of the
that I
layout.
need
The
to.
lake looks like it forms a perfect circle around the island.
It might seem strange to you, but nature is quite capable of producing perfectly geometric forms.
And those mountain cliff things around the outside?
We don't know much about them. They're unscalable. Not even Freya could have gone up there.
What's that?
This painting, it's speculative. There are no photographs from this angle as far as I know.
So Freya just made it up.
Let's call it an informed estimation. Who gave you that information?
Well...
We don't actually know who it was. We were contacted anonymously.
I see.
Interesting.
And what happens if the person who contacted you turns out to be the murderer?
I never thought about that.
Honestly, that would be kind of fun. Like a twist, you know?
That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Alright, giving more information.
It's of no interest to me, but I overheard Poppy and Freya talking about it once.
What were they saying?
They were arguing about something, but I can't remember the details.
What do you think that is in Flora's hand?
I don't know. It does look like a knife, but Flora wasn't holding anything at all when I saw her, after the murder. But there's something bothering me. Something else.
What?
When we went into Flora's room, she wasn't standing in this position.
Well, she probably would have moved around a little bit by then.
She wasn't standing at all. She was
Oh.
kneeling on the floor.
Okay.
Paints are different to flowers.
I'd say so, yeah.
At any time, flowers can bloom with perfect, faultless colors. Red, blue, white. With paint, once you've tainted a color by mixing it with others, not even the most skilled painter can return it to its pure form. There's something off about this.
What is it?
Why don't you take another look at Flora's room?
You think we missed a clue up there?
Not exactly. That belongs to Poppy.
So, why is it up in Flora's tower?
I'm not sure.
There's something wrong about the color
That
palette.
looks like it might belong to Poppy. It's an egg with feet.
It was locked, but we opened it. But it was empty.
Fun story. Felix made that? Huh. That's quite sweet, really.
But yeah, I tend not to include random tangents given by my headmates.
Freya's
just because
best work,
they're,
in my
they're very
opinion.
weird.
Although, the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting. It's Fifi and Freya.
Don't you think Poppy should be in the photo too?
Maybe, maybe not. She doesn't really like crowds.
2 people isn't a crowd.
Right, but if she was in the photo, then it'd be 3.
Checkmate.
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you, in the rooftop garden, I think, with Poppy.
Mm-hmm. Are we done? Penelope knows about birds. You should ask her instead.
Actually,
good.
I wanted to ask you about something. There's a plant mentioned on this page, see? Do you have any? In the greenhouse?
No, I don't grow that anymore. I've tried, in the past. It's incredibly difficult, even for me. I could never get it to live more than a couple of weeks. Looks like someone doesn't want you to read that book.
That's the main thing making
I'm
me
glad that you're
want
back.
to read it.
You ever
It's a
seen
lot
this
longer
before,
of an
Fitz?
ad break than I thought it would be.
No, but I don't normally go into Fifi's room.
That's not where we found it.
Oh, I just thought it looks like it belongs to her. This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny and gem-stony.
Jesus.
Sometimes. You never
Sorry,
really know what's
I have
going
no
to
idea
happen.
why it's 3 minutes.
And what do you do with this shiny and edible fruit?
You look at it. What's with the broken glass? Penelope's 3 favorite birds. She's very protective over them.
Are they, like, her pets? Do they have names?
Oh, they have names. Penelope loves to name things.
Do you remember what she named them?
I do not.
But yeah, I was saying I don't tend to mention what my alters say when they say stuff because it's
I've
very
seen beetles with brightly colored
random,
shells, metallic shells
sometimes.
even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. That's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah,
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to.
Well, that's a lie.
Those petals, they,
What?
they're red.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
Any idea who this is?
No idea. Wait, those are mine, the earmuffs. They went missing about a week ago.
What do you need earmuffs for?
I use them for gardening sometimes.
Why? You don't own a chainsaw, do you?
No. I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from trying to talk to me.
That's a very fair one.
genius.
We found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been there?
No, it could have been a long time. We don't ever really clear up the rooftop garden.
Why not?
Nature is unruly. In truth, it prefers to be left alone. I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Me 3. Oh, sorry. I thought you said me too.
Alright. So, what to do next? Well, is it maybe? B3 there, yeah.
Is that...
Of sorts. Hey, look at that. It's a model of Tangle Tower. There's the lake and those weird mountains. What are you thinking?
That would make an amazing souvenir.
Oh, so this is probably what she used to paint the actual tower drawing.
Name, Flora Fellow. Age, 44. Profession, unknown. Likes, unknown. Dislikes, unknown.
Isn't she your mother? How do you not know anything?
I believe other people may have discovered methods of reaching her, but I have little capacity for interpreting nonverbal communication.
And how long has Flora been... non-verbal?
She has always been quiet, willing to speak when necessary, but not more.
So what happened to make her stop talking entirely?
She suffered a great loss, something she has been unable to move beyond.
Probably her sister leaving.
Name, Felix Fellow. Age, 53. Profession, none. Likes, collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value. Dislikes, the inescapable realities of human existence. Notes, Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
No? Why not?
You asked me a binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the two possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions, and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, then.
Grimoire.
No, he is quite correct. Name, Fiona Fellow. Age, 19. Profession, amateur microbiologist. Likes, the meaningful archiving of information. Dislikes, the superfluous window dressing accompanying the majority of human contact. Notes, kindly disregard the polysyllabic form of my given forename and refer to me instead as Fifi.
How come you prefer Fifi?
How come you prefer Grimoire?
How are you related to the other fellows?
Fitz is my cousin. His father, a man named Flint, was my uncle.
Was?
I do not know if Flint is alive or not. He left Tangle Tower a long time ago.
And what about Freya? How are you related to her?
We share exactly one grandparent. Shah. Age, unknown. Profession, private detective. Likes, quote, being left alone. Dislikes, quote, being constantly badgered by a weirdo nerd with a clipboard. Name, Freya Fellow.
Just like
Age,
Theo.
19. Profession, artist. Deceased. Understand this. Most people find me difficult. They exhibit a noticeable degree of discomfort when talking to me. There it is. Freya, who had a way of being an exception to any given rule, was not at all like this. She is very important, and I will not rest until I understand what has happened to her.
Did you spend a lot of time with Freya recently?
I will say this. In the past year, Freya became 1. Increasingly independent, and 2. Increasingly isolated.
Do you know why?
I do not. If you are looking for a speculative, empathetic opinion, try asking Poppy instead.
The three of you are friends.
We are of a similar age, and all highly gifted. 1 scientist, 1 artist, and 1 musician.
Sounds
So
like
2
quite a team.
artists. Alright.
Name, Fitzfellow. Age, 24. Profession, cryptobotanist. Likes soil, dislikes electric lights.
Hang on. Cryptobotanist? I thought he was just a gardener.
That may well be his preferred label. Mine, however, is more accurate.
Do you and Fitz not see eye to eye, Fifi?
We do not.
Well, I wouldn't have thought so. He's well over 6 foot and you've got to be just barely 5.
So, what's your problem with him?
Short.
Exactly 1 week ago, I witnessed him sneaking up Pointer Tower. He was making every effort to avoid detection.
So?
He was also carrying a knife.
Oh, that would be the trowel. Okay, so she saw him carrying the trowel to his room.
Name, Percival Pointer. Age, 57. Profession, none.
I'm pretty sure he's an astronomer.
Oh yes, of course. How uncharacteristically forgetful of me.
Yep.
Name, Penelope Pointer. Age, 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds. Dislikes, insects. Notes, Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her. Name, Poppy Pointer. Age, 19. Profession, oh. Apparently Poppy has defaced my notes. Under profession, I had of course originally written pianist, but she has crossed that out and written the ghost of Christmas yet to come.
That's good. Alright.
What is your opinion of Tangle Tower?
Oh, it's impressive. Elaborate gardens, unique architecture.
Must be worth a fortune.
Why do you ask, Fifi?
I am the heir of the Fellow family and the Remington family. This makes me the sole beneficiary of Tangle Tower.
That's quite an inheritance.
They can't make you do anything, Fifi. If you don't want the house, just tell them. Or just sell it. Who cares?
You sound like her.
Oh.
I require facts. What do you know?
Well, we know Freya was stabbed with a knife, and then she fell.
Correction. She was stabbed with something. There was no knife found at the crime scene.
Apart from the one in the painting.
Which, as a mere abstract representation, does not count. Nobody has ever been stabbed by the concept of a knife. This belongs to Poppy. In fact, she owns a number of cassette
I mean, unless you're a
tapes.
headmaid.
What happened to it, though?
It has been left underwater for an extended period of time.
Right, but why?
I do not know why. The statue itself does not interest me, but I do wish to know about those symbols on the harp. Have you deciphered their meaning yet?
We're working on it.
We are?
Freya is normally highly skilled at capturing someone's likeness, but in this painting, she has accidentally made Flora look quite young.
I think she was just being kind.
Why is that kind? Anyway, I'm far more interested in what Flora is holding. I performed the test on the red paint myself. I discovered that it was in fact not paint, but blood.
What made you want to test it in the first place?
It was Poppy. She told me she thought the painting looked like a bloody knife. I told her not to be ridiculous. My mother owns no such knife. But then I noticed that the color was slightly too dark, and the substance itself was overly viscous.
You noticed that just from looking at it once?
Of course.
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not paint.
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Yeah, but
Weird.
still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
So, Fritz had a blood-filled pot of paint?
The red paint on the brush is not paint. It is blood. Same for the palette.
So Freya added the blood to the painting herself?
Or blood got on the brush and palette some other way?
I do not know the answer.
Well, no, if it was in the pot, then she put it on there. No, because the paint isn't the... I'll show you when I click on a
The
different thing.
gramophone belongs to Poppy, but I believe she gave it to my mother, and my mother often loaned it to Freya. Or maybe it is the other way around.
When did it get cracked?
Because,
I cannot pinpoint it exactly. All I know is
the
that
red
it must have
paint
happened sometime in the
bottles,
last
like I
2
noticed
days.
this yesterday, or Monday, I mean. If you notice, this red paint bottle and this one are of different brands. Freya uses mostly this Wave brand, whereas her dad uses mostly this Mountain brand.
Is she laughing?
That belongs to my mother. I think she must be fond of eggs. There are a number of egg-shaped carvings to be found in the garden and
Nobody
in the
ever
grand
said it
hall.
was Freya's
Yeah,
blood.
what's the deal with all the eggs?
Some people just like eggs. A wooden carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint. It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya? I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever.
There's gotta be an
This
item I've
photograph
missed clicking.
Is my favorite photograph.
So, why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third. There is a drawing of me, a drawing of Detective Hawkshaw, and a drawing of Poppy and Fitz.
Do you know who was reading this book?
It belongs to my mother.
And she left it in the library?
No, my mother has not been in the library for some time. A book. My book.
And what's in it?
Pages. This belongs to Professor Pointer, does it not?
No, I don't think so.
Who else would own such a pointless little telescope?
It's a telescope.
Oh, yes. It has a telescopic lens. It can only be used for looking at things that are far away.
Oh, Hawkshaw lied.
The fruit here has a unique chemical makeup. It makes them completely pointless. Unless you wish to cut it down and sell it as a precious stone.
It's not edible.
Depends.
On what?
On the structural integrity of your teeth. Why did Poppy leave shards of glass all over this statue?
What makes you think it was Poppy?
The statue lives in the music room. Who else would it be? I am scared of birds.
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
Oh,
If I've missed something major, I would very much like
Now
assistance,
this is
but
interesting. Where did you find it?
in the astronomy tower.
And
pretty
yet,
sure
it does not concern the field of astronomy.
that I've got
Nope.
everything that I
In
could
fact,
get.
you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
No.
Yeah, you could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate. That blade,
It's a troll for gardening.
it is. It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what. Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next!
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues. What a mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny.
Ma?
They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands.
Is this yours, Fifi?
I do not recognize it. And besides, I would have no use for such a thing. Perhaps it could be used to hang wet laundry?
Was that a joke?
Yes.
There's something about that diary we found in Fifi's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
There's something about the report of Fitz going up Pointer Tower. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
There's something about Hawkshaw's
Okay.
handheld microscope. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
So I've got 3 more suspicions ready to go.
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require
Once I'm
an
done with this
explanation.
suspicion, yes,
Very
I
well.
will.
A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
and this particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
It's Fifi's diary, and she has written in it.
I'm not sure about that.
Me neither.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
Oh, it's not a diary
It's
at
not
all.
a diary at all.
I'm not sure about that.
Me neither.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
It's someone else's? That's odd.
It's somebody else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original owner was.
Well, okay, so I, for a fact, have the information. It's not this. Nor is it this. Oh! Shoot.
Let's take a closer look at this. This blue book is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
There's something in there that no one else can see.
Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but if you're trying to hide something...
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing.
Okay,
in her
so there's a
own
clue I'm
way.
missing.
By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
Might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
Is this the final piece
All
of
right,
evidence?
Fifi unlocked the diary.
Finally. What's in there?
Alright, let's see. It's back in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Get rid of the painting. So there are words. More. All 5 eyes blacked out. Despite everything, I still have a promise to keep.
Freya was definitely up to something.
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed something.
Weird.
This wasn't here before.
What is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say? Grimoire?
Weird.
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well,
It's a perfect match.
oh,
Ooh.
it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
Alright, yeah, so... This is where my evidence lit goes, so if I'm missing one more piece, it's probably what's going to be given to me by that.
I'm still not sure.
Should we take another look?
Okay. Bell... Mouth... Birds. Okay.
Let's come back later.
So, understanding...
It's one of those big pianos with the open lids.
Don't touch it.
Why not?
Might be haunted. They're bird cages, but the birds are coming and going freely.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
Oh.
An especially fancy cage.
And it's home to 3 especially fancy birds.
Okay, so interesting. So it it's not reacting to those. Thank you for telling me to hydrate again.
It's piano music.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
Guess I was right? Huh.
A little pond.
It looks really... See those metal bars around the
Oh,
edges?
yeah. What do you
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
Trees.
In a
On a-
garden.
Mm-hmm. In a garden. On a roof. Oh, whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
Well, it is the music room. He's got to practice.
What's with all the broken glass? Sheet music. It's handwritten.
That's a lot of notes. Looks pretty difficult.
Probably while they're on the floor.
Alright, I gotta think about how I'm gonna get birdsong and piano in a way that they want me to.
So,
Suspicious.
Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower, holding a knife.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. I don't own a knife. And I don't sneak. Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much. But yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do
You
you
don't know the
think,
word for
Grimore?
glasses?
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
Yep.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what was it?
That's the trowel.
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't use it at all.
An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
That flower,
Yes?
I've never seen it before.
We need a clue to compare to that flower. Something that proves its connection to Fitz.
Alright. I must have that. Oh, it's gonna be the soil, I think, but I just want to double check. Yeah, okay.
Let's take a closer look at these. The pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's
Makes
greenhouse.
sense.
Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence.
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
It took
Oh,
me a long time to breed. I wanted the colors to be exactly right.
That's some gift.
Turns out Penny isn't particularly interested in looking after plants. So I go into her room every now and again when she's not there. Water the flower, change the soil. Just trying to keep it alive.
damn, dude.
This little microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense, if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such
Except
a
that
tease,
Fitz said
Hawkshaw.
no.
Don't worry. We already worked out what you're searching for.
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the
Indeed.
greenhouse.
He's not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
Not a microscope at all.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
No, but Fifi is.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy?
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Really?
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something
Okay,
of
well,
a planetary
inferred,
alignment.
uh,
I had
confirmed
hoped he
this.
might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Oh. Alright, let us ask you about
Dearest
everything.
Flora, a remarkable woman. Oh, yes. Been married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Of course. What a question.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
Well, yes, other people, you know. You're the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Cocky asshole.
Let's move on.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables. She makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her. Quite the character, eh? A fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
No, I just meant because we both wear, you know, red capes.
Fair enough.
Of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine, supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item. Something called the Golden Beetle. Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
You reckon?
Quite sure. There is no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it.
But it's not real gold, dude. Okay. Somebody was who was it last time we were doing this? I think it was Serena. Called out that Felix and Flora were the last 2 in the room with Freya.
Uncommonly skilled as an artist.
So after her,
but Freya was so much
death.
more than her talent. She helped me get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower.
That's been fucked.
Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. brain like an onion.
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
No, but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman. Percival Pointer. Good old... So, what do you reckon? Is he the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on him. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival. Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger. Always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile. Poppy's a good friend to my daughter, always has been. I think they get on well because they're so different.
Different like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona,
I really do not like this guy.
Not
he was
so
cool
much.
for like the first
Still,
bit.
Poppy always
After
seems to be
being the first person
sulking
I
about
talked
something.
to, I don't like
The
him
heavy,
now.
heavy price of emotional intelligence.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
But now it's owned by you? By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tingle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From what?
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house. I think perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, yes, less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it? What's this?
It's my case file. It's how I know what I'm supposed to be doing.
You mean to say you're bound by the limits of what's written in this little document? Sounds dreadful.
I found it comforting.
That looks like it might belong to Poppy. Rather ugly, isn't it, as far as statues go? Years of wind and rain have not been kind to it either.
Do you know what it is? The creature, I mean.
Yeah.
It's connected to the Remington family history in some way, but I can't recall.
Most people are very weird about
It would
food
have been a
that is
beautiful
black
painting.
colored or
yes,
shaded.
Rather a shame Freya was unable to finish it.
Nothing about it seems strange to you.
Well, all these modern paintings are slightly strange, aren't they?
Honestly.
The emotion of the piece taking over from, say, anatomical accuracy.
What about the knife in Flora's hand?
A knife? That's what you see?
You don't?
Well, as I was saying, Freya's artistic approach distorts certain shapes. Hard to say exactly what we're looking at.
I personally think that if you're going to try and make an American flag, it has to be a rice dish, so you can take 50 grains of rice and drop them onto the blue part.
Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
It's unlike her to leave paint on the brush.
I think we'll give her a pass, given the circumstances.
Ah, yes. So we shall. Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do. That looks like it might belong to Poppy.
Okay,
Does
well, so
Flora
that's
normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
I've been carving for a couple of years now. I was hopeless when I started, but it didn't take me long to master it, as you can see.
Do you paint them yourself too?
I do indeed, yes. Freya kindly taught me the basics. Nowadays, I can make just about anything I can imagine. Of course, this particular model is a self-portrait based on hard fact.
Hard fact, huh? So, you own a sword, Felix?
Of course. I own a great many. But my weapons are stored well
I
away
have many
from the
swords.
tower.
You wouldn't know them. They're from they're from
Safety
Canada.
first, all that. You found it. What do you think, huh? I had to rush the final touches a little bit. It turned out all right, though.
What's it supposed to be?
It's Flora, of course, surrounded by all her favorite people.
Yeah, okay, so that's the knife is a red feather, or it's the red bird.
That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes.
It's interesting who actually calls it miserable.
My daughter Fiona and her best
A
friend.
lot of people who call it
They grow up
introspective
so
or weird.
fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea.
No idea.
Freya was quite the talent. She had a way of capturing the spirits of her subjects. Not in an evil way, in a good way. Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd. Why would
Oh,
someone
yeah.
lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they? Why don't you ask Fiona about that one? Looks like her area of expertise. That looks like it might belong to Fitz.
It's very nice that they're actually like discussing
Now this is
where
still
to go
in
if you're
very good
confused.
condition. Apart from the crack, of course.
What about those shards on the inside of the horn?
Looks like somebody broke a glass and was trying to conceal the evidence. Cunning. Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to. What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
I'm pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold.
It's actually not.
I've never seen that before. Looks valuable. That looks like it might belong to Fitz. Goodness me! Oh dear.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue.
The statue was up in the rooftop garden.
Yes, it's been there a while. You can see the brass is slightly tarnished by the elements, but it's not too bad. Might be salvageable. Is that a clue? Really?
It might be.
What is it?
We don't know. We were really hoping you would.
My friends, shed your hope and let it fall free like sandbags from a hot air balloon.
That's the most depressing idiom I've ever heard.
Alright.
There's something about Felix's painting supplies. Something Suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Let's confirm this suspicion.
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
It's not your paint pot.
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
We got Freya's paint pots.
Let's take a closer look at this. Freya's yellow paint pot is exactly the same as Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it. Nope.
What?
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya Supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
It fucking is.
This red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something. Right, fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure. So I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know. Perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment. But it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
Before I do that, I'm gonna finish up something.
There's a name for this, you know. Sheet music, presumably for piano.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
I want to be in here.
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune
Can
for
you
us?
play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
Only other place the bird song is over here.
That's all 4 melodies, I think.
So, what do we do with them?
Should we go back to the garden?
Yes, we should.
Let's try this again.
You know, I think we might be able to solve this now. That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait, do you hear that?
Are we gonna go in?
Yeah, but there's a couple of things I want to do first.
Oh. Okay, I have 2 things to talk to Flora about, and then I need to do the suspicion. You know what? I might as well do all of it.
Did you ask Freya to paint this? Or was it her idea?
What is that you're holding in the painting, Flora? Some people have been saying it's a knife. Is this your gramophone?
Do you know why it's cracked? Flora, this is your egg? Why do you keep it locked?
Is there supposed to be something in there? Or is it always empty? What do you think of your husband's hobby?
Do you have any hobbies? You haven't seen this yet, have you?
So it looks like I'm still missing
It's a
some
little model of
evidence.
you. Who are the other people next to you?
This is a photo of Fifi, isn't it? Your daughter? Have you seen this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
I really thought she was gonna say something there.
Do you know anything about these birds? Or birds in general? Do you know anything about this beetle?
Do you recognize any of these feathers? Do you know what this is?
Guess not. Anything we should know? Any hobbies? Besides staring out the window? We met Felix, your husband. He's one of our suspects, and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
Wow, she's a strong
Nice
silent
try.
type.
We spoke to your daughter Fifi. She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her. We spoke to Hawkshaw. I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
Were you close with Freya? How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire!
What? I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
Oh, damn. Yeah, she is.
Do you and Fitz have anything to do with each other? Other than your initials? You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you?
What do you know about Penny?
I can't really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
You never know. Do you and Poppy get along?
Nothing. Shocker. Grimoire, what could you possibly be writing down?
Oh no, I gave up making notes ages ago. Now I'm just doodling in the margins. So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
It's not a knife.
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
It's either the bird book or the model.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Let's take a closer look at this. The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too? This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
She likes the bird.
The ink dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Either way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
All right, so she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
But we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty.
She was holding it at the time of the crime.
Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait, there's something tucked inside this one.
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
Okay, so that's those. I'm assuming I now have everything.
The the outline of Freya, there's a single patch of blood. No real signs of a struggle.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas.
So?
So she was probably standing really
Let's
close.
check the case file again.
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them?
He's not gonna say anything to us. Let's just get a quick opinion on everything possible.
I've never been one for. Why not ask? These drawings, I'm surprised Flora let you see them.
What happened to the bird? Did it die?
I don't know. Seems likely, though, doesn't it?
That's a really weird thing to not know as her husband. Good sir.
An item from Poppy's earliest piano lessons holds some special significance.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But...
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
Is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere. Freya drew these.
Yeah, I think so. There's a note on the back.
But she never showed them to me.
Well, I think it was a gift for your mother. Like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
And now I have broken that trust and shown it to you.
Oh, my. This is the first piece that Primrose ever learnt on the piano. Primrose, that is Poppy's mother. She passed it down to Poppy when she started teaching her how to play.
Poppy's piano teacher was her mother?
Of course. Warms my heart to know that after everything, Poppy still has it up on her wall. Yes, very nice. Where is that bird of Flora's? It's been a while since I've seen it.
Looks a little simple for Poppy, doesn't it? I thought she was a grade 12 or something.
I didn't know there were that many grades.
I'm sure they invented some new ones just for her.
Okay, you're starting to become a bitch.
It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad.
How sweet.
I think they're realizing who would be the last people to be shown bird.
Poppy's piano music. I remember when she started learning. She's improved a lot since then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course. Did Freya draw these?
Yeah. There's a note on the back, too.
She was even closer to Flora than I realized.
Is that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree, doesn't make it a clue.
I mean, it kind of does
Same.
sometimes.
Yeah?
Does Flora still own that bird? Do you know?
Don't think so. The drawings are from a few years ago.
I see.
We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
paint from the paint pot was replaced by blood from the paint pot to distract Freya. Nope.
No.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint over the painted ink dip feather to hide the evidence. That's not right.
Good luck.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it
Okay,
worked.
interesting.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time. It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what, and more interested in the how.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with a painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a hole?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being
Ooh.
stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
I'm still missing a clue. There's an open letter somewhere.
A wooden trunk.
I want one.
Huh.
Do you think this was all?
I don't know.
No windows either. Not the kind of lamp I choose for my bedroom, but fair enough.
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something.
It's a little handmade card. Inside it says, "To Fitz."
I'm wondering where that letter is, because I didn't see it. And obviously it hasn't been the most important piece of evidence. So I already got that box unlocked. Oh. Oh, there it is.
Is that an envelope?
It's been opened, but the letter's still in there. Let's read it.
Isn't that an invasion of someone's privacy?
No, definitely.
Combination is drawn on the other sheet. Once you've memorized it, destroy it. Huh.
Are we done?
For now. It's about time we found out what's been...
Hang the fuck on. We are... We're asking all these people.
How odd.
I want to see what reactions we get.
Conveniently left anonymous. It's useless until you can prove to whom it concerns. Can you do that?
No?
No.
Alrighty.
Don't you think that's weird? That the letter isn't addressed to anyone or signed by anyone?
Someone's being deliberately secretive.
Or they're trying to manipulate you.
That's a good point.
I feel like I'm standing in a giant park.
Hello. Who penned this juicy little number?
We don't know. It's not signed.
An anonymous letter? Classic clue.
The murderer was actually a random person living in the basement. I swear to God.
Where on earth did you find that?
It was in a bush outside. I think someone threw it away.
How peculiar.
I specifically said for you to destroy it. I'm leaning towards it being Felix who's done this.
I'm as confused as you are.
Yeah, that's another call. That's another tick in the it's probably Felix column.
Curious.
Alright, we have discussed evidence. We
Where
now
do
have
you
all
think
the
it goes?
clues.
Down.
Let's go. There are 3 achievements left, one of which I'm fairly sure I'm going to get while I'm down here.
What's in there? Nine beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean. It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold. A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms. Forensic Entomology, Volume 3.
So this is where all the bug books went.
That's an incredibly specific area of study.
Forensic Entomology, Volume 3.
That's an incredibly specific area. Rows of plants, growing in wide wooden boxes.
What color is the soil?
It looks black, but it's too dark to tell.
Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal. A candle, perched on a barrel.
Very medieval.
I was thinking pirates.
Medieval pirates.
It's so dark.
Alright, so it's dark.
I can barely tell what I'm looking at.
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it? Weird looking safe.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
Oh, interesting. This one probably doesn't go out this far.
Got it.
I'm impressed.
Oh, okay, so that was weird.
Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
Whose research is this?
A candle. Perched
Very medieval.
I was thinking pirates.
Medieval pirates.
It's so dark. I can barely tell what I'm looking at.
This is some seriously in-depth research.
That's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who is he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
Ah, yes, thank you for the request to hydrate.
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Is that it?
I think so. I don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite. Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle.
Wonderful.
We're done.
Ready to go down? Again? What a mess.
Any idea what this is all about? This looks like it was drawn in a hurry.
Didn't we see those same symbols in the greenhouse?
Just very quickly. Snippy snip. Oh. It's all of them. Okay, I'm gonna just expand. Thank you, Malwarebytes. Very, very cool of you. Alright, let us... one level deeper.
A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book. We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy. So what's the photo?
Huh.
Do you know who it is in the photo? There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
A bedroom.
That's Fifi's room, isn't it?
Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
How did we miss it?
This seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
Okay.
Old cardboard boxes.
How exciting.
Oh, but there's more. They're also damp and empty. Old cardboard.
exciting.
Oh, but they're also damp and empty. It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
Thoroughly
cloaks.
neglected.
And a green hat draped on top for good measure.
Old
How
card-
exciting.
Oh, they're also damp and empty. Do these puddles?
Why?
That's lake water, but it's indoors.
I see your point.
Basements don't normally...
We're at the bottom of the lake. It must be.
Right. But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
Where are we?
Do these...
Why?
That's lake, but it's indoors.
I see your point.
It's an empty...
Something tells me it's been empty for a long.
Old cardboard...
exciting.
Oh, they're also damp and empty.
Okay.
This man in the photo, he reminds me of something from one of our clues.
Oh, yeah, Felix carved something that looks kind of like him.
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, it makes sense when you know who he is. Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father, meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See the bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with one candle?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed
that's
to be
fun.
darker at the bottom, not lighter.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
I feel like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
It's empty, though. More empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late. Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
Ooh, it's finally
Wow,
nighttime.
It's dark all of a sudden.
How long were we down there?
The family tree. I can just about still make it out. Felicia Fellow.
Freya's mother.
I guess she doesn't live here anymore.
Pretty.
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on. It's pitch black, but I think there's a switch. A ladder.
Want to go up?
Yep. Alright, so this has taken a massive turn. I've got one more, and I'm assuming that's the you've beaten the game.
Is that a crab?
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can actually see its insides.
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3? Good.
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
I guess that's wrong.
I don't think we need to guess.
What do you mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file. This crab really reminds me of something.
That little wooden toy we found?
Yeah, but I don't think that's going to help us. I think I've seen it more recently.
Oh, it's gonna be in the, Nope. I'm gonna be honest, I actually have no freaking idea.
It's a wooden pin board, hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it. An axe and some kind of hunting rifle mounted on the wall.
Oh, I prepped leftovers for myself. I was thinking we'd either eat the leftovers or you could make yourself a sandwich. Because I got some potatoes, as well as the rest of the meat from yesterday.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third one?
The one that isn't there.
Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle. And I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Who are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
Oh.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
Sorry to kind of like leave you to your own devices.
Is that a crab?
I'm sorry.
It's got a translucent...
Also, crabs no... I guess that's wrong.
I don't think we need to guess.
What do you mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file.
I genuinely don't. Is it supposed to look like the tower?
This crab really...
That little one...
Yeah, but I think I've seen it more recently.
What the fuck is it supposed to look like? Oh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I wasn't connecting that at all. It would have been nice to have had the
crab
stuff.
It's got
come
a
up.
Also, crabs normally have... Perfect. What's this?
Something somebody didn't want us to find. What is it?
Alright, let's talk about the weapon.
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where are the other parts?
We found them already.
Oh.
What do you make of it?
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon. But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
Interesting.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix, but now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
It's a bookcase.
What a surprise.
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes. But yeah, there's something.
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
Someone's been using this room.
Well, I'm
I
between
don't get
two
it.
thoughts.
This room is in the original building plans for the
Hawkshaw
mansion.
claimed to
But
own
nowadays it's some big
the
secret?
scope.
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
Oh. I think I get it now. Yeah.
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else, someone with less of a talent for art.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
Like, I'm understanding who the person I'm going to be fingering is. I don't think I grasp the entirety of who Hawkshaw is, obviously.
Time to solve this.
All right, break out the notebook. Time
There we
to
go.
put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
Mm-hmm. It was cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
It's fired from behind, it's fired from in front of her? Oh, no, it was fired from above.
It was fired from above Freya.
Above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Yeah.
Different hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Unless...
Freya
was already lying on her back
Yep.
before the arrow was fired.
I think so.
Old needle sound from inside of the thing. She'd fallen
She'd
unconscious.
fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
The
Gramophone.
gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
There's something in it.
There is something in the gramophone.
And it's a bug.
Something
bug.
small. Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened. Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time of the murder. Neither of them had any idea what it was.
This seems a little far-fetched. Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so, not by itself. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone. Now, I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't, but I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The horn it's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise, although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
Crack the gramophone.
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself, they all sustained similar damage while they were in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration, enough to crack metal, enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
Would you like me to cut up some cheese for you once I'm done with this? Okay.
They protected themselves.
How?
Oh, with the earmuffs.
These are some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Fitz said that he lost them a week ago.
Let's go
but
over
Poppy
everything
just
from the
found
start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic,
Hello, Serena.
wearing earmuffs.
Hello?
3. The golden
Almost
beetle
done.
starts to emit its hissing noise.
What?
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah, what triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
Not sure. Maybe something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it. There's something bothering me.
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
Yep. The painting's different.
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
Yeah.
So
It's
what's
how much
bothering
paint
you?
she had left.
Something that's not here. The thing we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
Flora's ink dip feather?
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
Found it somewhere
She
else.
found it somewhere else.
The 4 feathers?
Nope.
Oh,
Burned
burned.
it.
We were a little too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene and ended up in the incinerator down in the study.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
But how? How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access?
They came in
The final
afterwards.
clue about the crime scene. Freya left it for us right here.
It's the unfinished painting.
It's in the unfinished painting. It's not quite a photo, but still, it's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder. If only she'd finished it, and then I could be totally sure.
It's true she never finished it, but she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas.
Huh.
I assume it's the amounts of paint that she had, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need before she started painting.
So she was already going to use red.
So, hold on. I'm trying to think this through because, okay, so whatever color I select was going to be used to paint something, so it's gonna have to be. Is it that?
Brown and gray paint was going to be used to paint this sketch of something sitting in the window. Almost. Maybe just change one thing. The black paint was going to be used to paint this sketch of something sitting in the window. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Okay, so it is the color.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, there's nothing yellow.
Paint was going to be used to paint this sketch of something sitting in the window.
Something in the window. Oh.
I'm actually.
Well, what could have been sitting in the window that's yellow?
Well, there could have been the beetle, but that's not likely.
No, that you have like as an item.
Yeah, I'm. Let's see. There's no notebook. Could be the crossbow, but that would be weird. Also, no paints. a lot of stuff.
Well, this thing is yellow.
Yeah, that. So is the golden beetle, but the golden beetle's not in the.
Golden beetle is accounted for, though.
Yes.
Wait, what? Wait, have you done anything with the reel?
Yes, the reel is part of the crossbow that we.
Oh, it's part of the crossbow. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's gotta be this.
My guess is the potted fruit. Yeah.
That's not it.
No. Okay.
Alright. Is it the fucking
That's not
notebook?
it.
Okay. What else is fucking yellow? One of the birds? Oh.
There she is. Our little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
She did, but she's a very good listener.
Oh my god. It's
Well
fucking
now.
Penny.
I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
Or a person we've never.
Penny.
Oh, it is.
Why did she...
It's her.
If you don't mind. But before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention? Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
Justice. For Freya.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just
What the
hated
fuck?
her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy, the volition to create something from nothing, the willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
You know what? I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed. Unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing but bullet points for your notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
She's lonely.
I suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us, so why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
Okay,
You
hold
sure
on,
this
I'll
is a
pause
Tangle
this.
Tower thing, and not a you thing?
May I ask what you specifically mean by that, Thorn, while I explain some thoughts? I didn't catch this, but with all of the confirmations that happened, Penelope left really early, and Hawkshaw wasn't seen until Fitz left. And then nobody confirmed where Penny was afterwards. Now, obviously, there's some goofiness of there are a couple instances where I ran from Hawkshaw straight for Penelope, but regardless, if we look at if we were to go back to 2 days ago, it makes sense. But we were all under the assumption that yes, she had to be murdered the same time that she fell over. So it didn't make sense for the one laggard who confirmed so many people to actually be, the murderer.
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy. Not one.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
Did they not explain the blood? That sucks. No, actually, I can explain at the very least the way that the logic gap, in the witness testimony of how the order of the day happened. Once Penelope was one of the first people to leave, and Fitz was one of the last, nobody checked on Penelope after the murder, and the only person to go talk to Hawkshaw was, what's it called? Basically, Hawkshaw... Oh, I meant us questioning her. I mean, fair enough. But, that's small potatoes compared to the fact that Hawkshaw only confirmed Penelope, Fitz, and Professor Pointer. But, was never confirmed by more than just Pointer and Fitz and Penelope. Whereas, at the very least, in some of the instances where there wasn't, equal accountability, they also assisted in being like, that person also, that person also.
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one. My father, too. The other two Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
You wanted to know where they'd all gone?
More than that. I wanted to know if I belonged with them. I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose, too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do, at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then, I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
Study.
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. For hours on end. The paint would peel. Wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then, I looked inside. Let's see how thorough you've been. Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
What?
As I expected. After all, their connection to the Freya case is minimal, at least at the surface.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
It's a collective term, from before my time. Birds, insects,
that thing.
amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids, like cryptids, like Bigfoot or whatever.
A little egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones. The 5 missing family members standing together as a single unit, calling themselves the ambassadors of Misted Mansion.
So, the house was renamed from Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
And rightly so. The age of Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts, the creatures themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
And what happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose. But they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left tracking escaped mystics. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5, completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up. But instead, I made a decision. There was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
That would be the golden beetle.
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure, but I theorize that he received it in the post.
In the post? From who?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that he would be in contact with such a person, all that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it?
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea.
Oh,
arrived
so she
the next
directly
day.
lied.
Hawkshaw
and said
prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume, and everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole Pointer's research?
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
Which is?
It carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold. But it's not the 90% I'm interested in. Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the lake was even a lake, Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not much, but I have what I need.
So, why isn't this the end of the story? Why did you stay? Why did you kill Freya?
Freya figured it out. That's what.
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted? That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare. For all her vitality, I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower.
Right.
But she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the beetles. She has a fondness for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona. The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower is that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her. We're now firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all 3 families, and perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance. That was her plan anyway, but something happened before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She found her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Freya had made a promise.
Oh,
to pay
she
it
killed the
forward as a birthday
ambassadors.
gift, a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the attic? And why bother with the beetle at all?
The beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough. I couldn't get Flora out of the room, but if she could be unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them, initially. Worked on you, too.
So why are you still here? Why not take your first chance and leave?
No, okay, so this does explain the blood. So the blood was never discovered to be Freya's specifically. The reason that Penny here put the blood into the empty bottle is specifically so that Fifi and Poppy latched on, saw the viscous blood, freaked out, and now you have an explanation for the murder that isn't, oh, somebody was clearly upstairs with a crossbow.
Ah, well, I've been
Okay.
waiting for an opportunity to get my beetle back. I'd really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
It's still inside the gramophone.